What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about HBAR today. Hedera. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. All right, it is the second day of August today, and here we are. Second day of August already, man. We've got about how many hours left? Like 21, 22? 22 hours left in the day. 24 cents is the price. We have had a lower low in the daily price yesterday, and if we're looking at this here, from low to this low here, we actually have gone just below this trend line, which I normally actually do like to see for support. Could we go lower? Sure, absolutely we could go lower. Do we go lower? I'm not completely convinced of that, but we'll see. We had a pretty big wick here and just moved straight down. I want to look at something with some volume on it. Let's get this on the Binance chart. Hedera hash graph, baby. A little bit of volume. Yeah, you got a little bit of volume yesterday, but you didn't really go anywhere, right? I mean, the volume overall is decaying, and you're getting higher lows. You got some volume to come in. You didn't really go anywhere. I mean, you went lower, sure. Yesterday was a 3-4% day to the downside, but you didn't break out. You didn't go anywhere is what I mean, right? So that's kind of encouraging. If we're looking at this here on the 1 hour time frame, let's see how close you are to your low, if not at it. 1 hour time frame, I don't think that's bullish divergence. I wouldn't call it that. You could find support here, though. It is possible. With the 1 hour RSI looking the way it does, I wouldn't be surprised if you went a little bit lower. The stochastics have bullish divergence. The MACD has bullish divergence. The way the 1 hour RSI looks, it might make me think that you go a little bit lower. I don't know. That's fine enough. You don't have to go lower. If you do, 22.7 cents is the lowest that I'd give you. I don't think that you'd go below that. So 22.7, you're at 24 cents now. Go a little bit lower. Who cares? It's not going to hurt. But you might not. Don't hold your breath over that. Okay, it's very possible that you have found your low. Let's see if we can find some more compelling evidence here. Maybe from the low to high over here. We won't take the fake out high. You're right at the 786. I feel like a few cryptos that we've analyzed over the past week have done this actually. Maybe not even the past week, but over the past 48 hours. That's fine. That's a fine area to find support. If you do go lower, the 886 would hold. That's at 23 cents, but I just have a hard time seeing you get below this low, but it could happen. 23 cents would probably hold, or 22 cents at the lowest. You're at 24 cents now, so what are we talking about? A 10% drop at the most? Probably not even a 10% drop, actually, right? Looking at this here from the current price. Yeah, like a 7.5% drop, not even, at the most. I'm pretty confident this is your low. But if you go a little bit lower, I could see that. I don't think you even go to your 886, but if you go to a little bit lower, I could see that. But that right there at the 786 like that, I like that. That looks perfect. You found support right here at the 886. Now you're at the 786. Overall being productive. If we're looking at this with our indicators, 4 hour RSI, right in this area that you like to find support. You found support here before, a little bit lower here, right there. I mean, it makes sense that you'd find support here, but again, if you went lower, it's not too crazy. Stochastics look bearish, MACD looks bearish, but you do have bullish divergence on the MACD as long as you don't go too much lower. If this 4 hour time frame can close green or higher, that'd be very validating to the idea that you have found your low. Green, I say green. If it can close above, let's say 24.13 cents or higher, then that's very validating. You got 2 hours, 10 minutes left, so we'll go over that, or we'll see that happen hopefully. Daily time frame here. You do have lower lows in the RSI while maintaining higher lows in the price on a closing basis. Lower lows in the stochastics, higher lows in the price, lower lows in the MACD, higher lows in the price. All hidden bullish divergence, all good things. Moving down with decaying volume. We love to see it. In a way, it's decaying, right? I mean, to a certain degree, it is increasing as you're coming down, but overall through this phase, it's decreasing. And typically in a consolidation phase, whenever your volume starts to decrease, that's when you're about to break out one way or the other. And I don't think that you're going to break out to the downside. But time will tell. What kind of pattern is this, man? It's like is it a megaphone? It's a broadening wedge. It's not it's like a slanted channel upwards, really, is what it is. I don't know if I'd even call it a broadening wedge. It's weird, is what it is. It's very weird. Maybe it's an M pattern overall, and Hedera's about to take a big old dump, but I don't think that's what's going to happen. I mean, it's possible. Anything can happen, but I don't think so. The 1 hour and the 4 hour don't have me convinced of that. The daily time frame, also hidden bullish divergence across all three indicators, makes me think that you're probably going to find support here, but you never know. All it takes is one day to close below that close of about 23.9 cents. All it takes is one day, but you got 22 hours left in this day. You got a lot of time to work with. Don't get me wrong, you could go lower and then come back up and close, and you still have that hidden bullish divergence prevailing. You're at an area where you should be bouncing off your stochastics. MACD is fine, and the RSI, you also do like to bounce right off of this area in the RSI, don't you? Alongside with hidden bullish divergence. Right here, right? You're right there. Bounced off of that. You bounced a little bit lower here, found resistance here, found resistance there, bounce, bounce, bounce throughout this area. Resistance, yeah, you get some significance there just below the 50. Hedera doesn't really respect its 50 on the MACD or on the RSI. It'll find support just below it instead of right at it. Apparently, that's what we can see there. 3-day time frame. Zooming out a little bit more. I like it, man. I like it. You've cooled off on your RSI, cooled off the stochastics. MACD is chilling. You're going to build some momentum here, absolutely. I think what you've got going on is a bullish phase consolidation. Moved up. It's almost like a flag. I think it is a flag. Flags can actually tilt to the upside. If it is a bull flag, this measure move should take you, let's see, from a low to a high, should take you to about 45 cents, and that with that you're at new relative highs here. I wouldn't think that you stop there. I would think that you go a little bit higher than that even. So you've got some intense growth to go between now and the coming weeks. I would say if you're looking at this from a relative high here from back in January to the low on April 7th there, consolidating at the golden ratio like this, so bullish, man, so very bullish. Normally you'd find resistance here and come down, and you have found resistance. You found turbulence here, but you haven't even hit the 0.5. Very bullish, very, very bullish environment, my friends. I would think that you're going up to the 1272 to the 1618, something at about 55 cents to 82.5 cents, something like that. That's the intended target area, at least at first. Inevitably, I think HBAR will see targets at a minimum of about $1.20, $1.30, something like that. If not, just above $1.70. Just below $2, $1.77, $2, somewhere in that area. This is personally my target area. That's where I think you're going to go. Could you go higher? Sure. Could you go lower? Sure. But I think that it's going to be about $1.77 to $2. This is the target, the intended area that we've had for months now with HBAR. Finally coming to fruition. You have a very bullish formation here with this W pattern, and I think that you've got more business to take care of to the upside over the coming weeks. So when will you get there? I don't know. I'm thinking sometime at this point in September, but it could happen between now and then. It could happen earlier. You never know. Or maybe it happens in October. You never know. But I would think that we are around, but just below $2, above $1.75 over the next 4 to 6 weeks. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. I do believe HBAR's found its low. If it's not here, then 22 cents at the lowest, but 23. I don't even think you're going to go below 23 cents, man. Maybe you go slightly lower than your most recent low, but I just don't see it. I think you're very near, if not at your low right now. That's all I got. Take care. Bye-bye.